and the case is under investigation, the cause of that fire.
Yeah, you know, and we've talked about it before, and that's grassland fires up just north of Espanola up there. You know, this is a concern. These are areas that got plenty of rain, plenty of snow, but different type of fire. We won't have the big timber fires. We'll have the grass fires. So we'll continue to watch those. Sorry, I just kind of hijacked the show there from you. And then check this out. By the way, got this in from Mickey. Okay, so this is a joke. If you look at the book the guy's reading, it says how to look like this, and it just is a, well, it's like a joke. Yeah, but this guy looked at him, said, he looks really familiar. Huh. Do you recognize him at all? Mm-mm. Am I wrong in thinking, little Darren White in this guy?
Well, you know, the jutting jaw.
Yeah, the jutting jaw, a little bit. And I was kind of thinking we just put a little mustache on Darren White. I think that's what we're looking at.
Bulldog White.
I'm easily amused this evening. 53 degrees, southeast winds at 7 miles an hour. Checking out what's going on temperature-wise, 30s and 40s for us. Off to the north, down to the south, temperatures anywhere from the 40s around Alamogordo and Roswell all the way up into the mid-50s around Las Cruces and 52 in Carlsbad. Nothing happening for us cloud cover-wise right now, and it's really not going to anytime soon. All the way through the weekend, the weather looks very nice with plenty of sunshine and warming temperatures out there for us. We're going to end up with highs in the 70s and 80s across most of the state starting tomorrow and lasting throughout the weekend. We will hit some 60s across the northern mountains, but thanks to this high over us warming that air up, we should be just fine. And we're still keeping our eye on that next storm as a possibility for us for next week, the beginning of the week all the way through midweek. But things are starting to change with this storm. So as it comes in for next week, it's now showing signs of starting to head to the north. So I still think we're looking at gusty winds out of the southwest on Monday. But then by Tuesday and Wednesday, this thing may well curl to the north. So what it will do is take the bulk of the widespread precip with it. However, we're still looking at the possibility of creeping in some moisture into the eastern reaches of the state. You combine that with a little bit of lift in the atmosphere and maybe a little bit of rotation in the atmosphere if things work out the right way. And we could have some stronger storms out there. So we're going to watch this and see how everything shakes out. Right now, it's not looking like a widespread problem for us across the state, though. Maybe more of an easterly storm type of deal. We'll keep you posted on that. But until we get there, 4 really nice days. 71 Farmington, 70 in Cortez, 71 in Grant, 7-8 forecast for Durango and Farmington. Both look very good through the weekend and into the beginning of next week. Across the southwest, warm temperatures here. 80 in Deming, 80 Las Cruces, 78 in TRC, and 77 in Socorro. Southeastern New Mexico going to warm all the way into the 80s tomorrow in places like Artesia, Carlsbad. Maybe not quite there yet in Roswell, but it's going to be very, very close, and we'll get there by Saturday with a high of 85, and you can see the possibility of starting to jump a few thunderstorms around Chaves County as we head into next week. Across the northeast, warm temperatures here, 74 in Springer, 70 in Roy, 78 Conchas, and 68 in Las Vegas. Meanwhile, over the northern mountains, temperatures for the most part going to be in the 60s and 70s with mostly sunny skies, going to melt off a little bit of snow. And again, as far as those fire conditions go around Okeowinge and areas like that just north of Espanola, shouldn't be looking at huge issues. But again, today we weren't necessarily looking at huge wind problems, and it ended up kicking up anyway. So we do need to be careful. Santa Fe 7-day, you can see things pretty quiet on that front the next 3 or 4 days. East Mountains look great for tomorrow. Temp 60s and 70s. And finally right here in the metro area, we top out tomorrow in the 70s, Diane. Get outside, enjoy it, soak it all in, all the way through the weekend. Weather looks great.
And you weren't rubbing it in that I couldn't say okay, Owinge.
Oh, I would never do that.
No, not you.
You're okay.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Owinge.